I want to talk to you about Chinese management, and more specifically how to keep on the good side of Chinese management. Maybe you're thinking of coming out to China to work, and you're a bit concerned about, you know, what to do at work and what not to do, because obviously, you know, this is a very different culture to anywhere else in the world, really. And definitely there are some different expectations of you in the workplace than what you would expect in your home country. So this is going to be about keeping your manager happy at work. First thing of all is, like, obviously China has a big face-saving culture. You know, it's so complicated that it's kind of difficult to explain, and I don't fully understand it sometimes. But one thing, well, the first thing that I've noticed is that in China, maybe, well, in the UK, you know, say you were working a customer service job, and you know, obviously you would be expected to kind of, you know, be smiley and happy to customers, but like if you were speaking to your colleagues, you could maybe have a little whinge or a moan or something like that. You can't do that here. That's a big no-no. In China, well, I feel in China that the company feels like they're buying a service from you. So, you know, it's like saving face for the company. Never be negative at work, you know, always put a smile on even if you're not feeling like smiling. And as well, you know, maybe if you're working with other foreigners here in China, foreigners can sometimes like have the tendency to be complacent, and if I were you, I would try and avoid people like that. It's just, if you're caught associating with them, then maybe, you know, the manager might think that you're complaining too. Maybe they won't openly tell you that they don't like it, because once again it's like saving face. So it's something that could take you a long time to figure out in China if you didn't know already. As well, like, first impressions are really, really important. It's kind of like, for example, in the UK, you could, you know, kind of not have a great start at a new job, but if you worked harder later on, you could maybe redeem yourself. Whereas in China, you'll just get completely categorized from it. You know, they'll just, you know, no matter what you do in the future, they'll always think of you as that, whatever mistake you made at the start. And, you know, it's much more of an appearance-based society. Maybe you're not great at what you're doing, but if you look like you know what you're doing, then it doesn't really matter so much. You know, you could be less professional in your behaviour. Well, no, that's not true. You could maybe not be the best. Well, most people are teachers in China, so maybe you could not be the best teacher in China, but if people enjoy your classes, and if people enjoy you, and you're happy and you're smiling and you're putting a lot of effort in, then they'll turn a blind eye to it, or maybe they'll just think of you as a good teacher. But if you were like good at getting people to learn things, you were a good teacher, but you just didn't smile enough, or didn't look entertaining enough, or, you know, didn't come in dressed smartly enough, or maybe you were a bit scruffy, then maybe they'll have a much less high impression of you. And as well, I find that if you give people a good first impression at the beginning, if you make mistakes later, they kind of don't mind so much. You know, as well, you know, being late in China is a big no-no. They don't like people being late. I know in other countries like Thailand and the Philippines, maybe some other Southeast Asian countries, it's kind of normal to be late. Here, no, they hate it. You get in big trouble if you're late. So it kind of is easy to tell when maybe your manager isn't so fond of you, because maybe they'll start being very nitpicky with you and start pointing out really small things that they don't point out about other people that you're doing wrong, and you know, trying to put lots of things on you maybe, and that's not good. Kind of makes you feel more stressed out at work. So it's a lot easier if you give people a good first impression. And obviously as well, you know, like how you're dressed is important in China too. If you come in looking smart, people will think you're good. So yeah, I hope these little pointers I've given you are helpful. Please like and subscribe and comment if you have anything to tell me, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.